What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so for the second straight game, the Los Angeles Lakers lose. For the second straight game, Bronny James, in the absence of LeBron James, his dad, and Luka Doncic, and an opportunity to shine with extra shots and extra responsibility, fail flat yet again. In 23 minutes of play, Bronny James scores only 5 points and commits 5 turnovers in 23 minutes. 5 in 23 minutes. As the Los Angeles Lakers, despite a 24-9 run in the fourth quarter, lose 111-103. Now, normally, I don't follow preseason, but because I'm spiteful as hell, and because I remember LeBron James fans holding preseason L's against Darvin Ham, I'm going to do the same thing for JJ Redneck. Okay? Even though the final margin was less than 10 points for much of the game, the Lakers was getting their ass whooped. It's down by as many as 24 points, but let's focus once again on Bronny James. Now, what excuses are we going to keep hearing? Now he did improve his shooting to 2 of 6 from the floor. That's 33%. I mean, I guess that's in fuego for him. That's on fire, 33%. He also shot 1 of 3 from downtown, so that's 33% in that department too. So I guess, he's heading in the right direction. But 5 turnovers in 23 minutes, yeah, that's just absolutely despicable. He's no longer a rookie. When are we going to stop this let's give him time bullshit? Okay? He's not getting any better. The NBA game is just too fast for this dude. Okay? The NBA game is too fast for this dude. And at the end of the day, he is, and I got to agree with Kwame Brown, he's a waste of a roster spot. He is. He's never going to be a 3-and-D dude, okay? He's never going to be a 3-and-D guy. He's not much of a defender. And at this point, if he can't come out there and have solid games in the preseason, what are we going to expect in high pressure situations as the season progresses, in high pressure situation or in quote unquote clutch time against marquee opponents when the Lakers have big games against key opponents? And as I said before, I could be wrong in this, but I don't think the Lakers are going to win 50 games this year. I think the Western Conference as a whole has gotten more competitive. And I think the Lakers in some ways are going to regress. Because you got to remember, for more than half of last season, the Lakers had Anthony Davis, one of the best defensive anchors in the NBA. They don't have him now. So when you really look at it, when you look at the totality of last year, they had Anthony Davis for the first half, a little bit more than half, and then they had Luka Doncic. And so the stats are kind of skewed a little bit. Now you have DeAndre Ayton, who is not the defensive anchor that Anthony Davis is. Okay? Nor is he the scorer that Anthony Davis is. Now Luka Doncic's in better shape. But if JJ Redneck is talking about giving, a guy like Bronny James more minutes, and you got LeBron James more than likely not really playing any defense out there in year 23, and nobody calling it out, and you got Luka, who's generally a poor defender, I mean, you might as well have traffic cones out there playing defense. This is going to be a really interesting season, man. And plus, I think this is going to be a year where LeBron is going to protect himself. He's not really going to go out there all out. He's going to try to preserve himself. He's going to be low managing. But he's not going to get any criticism for that because he's going to try to preserve himself for the year so they can go out and play year 24 with some other team or some other league, depending upon how that goes. Yeah, this year, man, I don't think Lakers are going to win more than I give it 45 wins at tops. I give it 45 wins tops. And that's if they stay relatively healthy. But back to Bronny, man, this guy sucks, man. Okay, he sucks. Compared to other NBA players, even other role players, he sucks. Okay? He's not a good shooter. He doesn't read the floor very well. He reads the floor, I think, slower than the average NBA player. And it's not a knock on his intelligence. He just doesn't have that NBA speed as far as, you know what I'm saying, the having the instinct and the, that's what I'm looking for. The second nature, I guess, of how to operate out there. I think he just is slower as far as being able to see certain things than other players are. And it's not just him not scoring or whatever. It's just, I think that he just doesn't have the talent. He's just not a talent to be in the NBA. Maybe if he works really hard, he might can thrive in the D League or whatever, or the G League, whatever. He might can thrive there, but you know, even there, when you really looked at when he was putting up like 17, 18 points, or whatever it was, even then, 20 points, he was still shooting kind of spotty, like 30-some% from the floor. So it was forced even then. Like, you got guys who go to the G League, right? And these dudes who are average players in the NBA will go to the G League and average 27, 28, 29, be superstars. And those are guys who will come to the league and be average. So if Bronny James is putting up false, fake, low efficiency numbers in the G League, how the fuck do you expect this guy to become a star player? It doesn't make any logical sense. It's not going to happen. It's not. They're running a con on people, man. So he does a putback dunk. Who gives a fuck? How many times we seen that? I seen Randy Brown do a fast break, goddamn slam. I seen Randy Brown when he was with the Bulls do a fast break alley-oop one-handed slam dunk over the goddamn Pacers defense in '98 in that series, right? In that conference finals. And Randy Brown was an average NBA player at best, right? Wasn't a great offensive player, but that shit right there, he won't be long in this NBA world, though, man. He won't. Do you really think any team is going to want Bronny after his father retires or leaves the NBA? Shit ridiculous, man. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. What you guys think?